Hey loves, happy Sunday and welcome back to Candid Soul Tarot. Before I turned on this camera, this song came over me. It's a gospel song, a Negro spiritual to many, but it's called Pray On. So it kind of goes like, pray on just a little while longer. I can't really sing. I'm gonna blame it on allergies and just I'm not musically inclined. But that's the song that came to mind. And so I am encouraging anybody that is going through a struggling period right now, whether it be financially, whether it be health-wise, whether it be romantically, if you've just recently separated from somebody, if you're going through a divorce or just like a romantic breakup, or just having to walk away from something that you invested a lot of time and energy and effort into, just fret not. Everything is going to turn around. You just may have to wait a little bit longer, and I keep emphasizing that. I mean, it just adds to your testimony, to your story, and what's to come for you, But, okay. So this week we only have 10 cards. I'm gonna stop. Because one, the King of Pentacles did want to come out reversed over top of this Two of Wands. But what we have, let me tell you, we have the Queen of Wands, followed by the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups in the top row. Then in the second row we have the Justice card, followed by the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Wands with the King of Pentacles reversed. That popped out right on top of that Two of Wands. And then in the final row we have the Lovers card with the Hanged Man upright, and then the outcome, best case scenario, is the Queen of Swords upright. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords for those that are interested, with the Empress laying underneath and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Oh, and the Ace of Cups and the Devil card. Okay. Alright, let me stop. So what I'm feeling right now is that there are a lot of people who normally lead with emotion and intuition with this Queen of Cups card. They are becoming a lot more centered and a lot more grounded, not necessarily like an earthly grounded, but having that duality of having a logical, rational mind and an emotional, more intuitive experience. It's like merging the two, kind of like the concept, and for some reason I want to say sacred geometry is like kind of that concept. You have to understand both the masculine and feminine aspects of human existence to understand yourself, to understand other people, to understand the interplay that goes into this 3D time-space reality that we live in. So there's a lot of people that are coming into integration of that, and not just making emotionally based decisions, but having a logical, rational mind and being able to make better decisions with the choices that are being presented to oneself, right? Being able to make a sound and wise decision using discernment, learning not to be so emotionally driven, not letting your emotions take over. You're also learning the power that you have within you, within this Queen of Wands energy, the passion, the creativity, the loyalty that you possess, like you are that girl, and you know that, or you are coming into knowing that. Or for any males watching, you know how powerful you are, right? You understand and you appreciate the feminine aspects of who you are as a man. You don't let that make you feel any less than. That's what I want to say. I'm sensing that a lot of people are moving into an energy of letting the things that you want come to you, right? I'm not seeing any energy of being too pushy or being too aggressive. Like, yes, I'm seeing cards that deal with making sure that you have those boundaries set in place and that they're not overstepped, right? With this Justice card And with the Queen of Swords, she can be an aggressive card depending on, again, the cards that lie surrounding her. But it's like you're giving just enough, but you're not going to overextend yourself. Because sometimes the King of Pentacles upright is someone that is just very generous, very giving. It's like everything that he touches turns to gold, but it's a cautionary card too, because it could be like you're so involved with your monetary or your material successes that you don't pay attention to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that card where you can have everything in the world but nobody to share it with. It's kind of when you're overly ambitious, right? That everything else falls by the wayside. But I feel like with this Two of Wands energy, this is wanting to take that next step towards something, a goal that you're trying to reach. Taking a chance on somebody, maybe romantically, because Wands does signify passion for somebody, but it also signifies like adventure, you know, being pushed towards something that can cause you to expand your horizons in a way. But with this Two of Wands, it's just like it's like, okay, I see this thing, whatever this thing may be, however it resonates for you, and I know what I need to do now. I have this new insight on what I need to do now. I have this balance, because two, vibrationally, it's all about like balance and partnerships and harmony, but on a lesser sense than the number 6, because 6 is also about harmony, but 6 is also more balanced because there's more like legs, right? But it's like I have this thing, I have this idea, I know how I could move forward with this idea, or I know just how much passion I have for it, but unless I know that what I want wants me, I'm not necessarily going to overgive in this passion, right? I'm just going to wait it out. And here we go, that song again. Wait it out, pray it out, sing it out, fight it out just a little while longer, because the truth is going to come and set you free, right? The truth will be revealed. The reason for wanting to or feeling like you need to not overgive or not overextend yourself with the options that you have presented in front of you, or the options that you will have presented in front of you, you will come to understand why you are being made to wait for this thing to come to fruition, for you to see it for what it is, for you to have that full clarity, and again, the full integration. So it's like, okay, your emotions are in check. Okay, your passions are in check to where you're not being overly impulsive, but you know, you still have that air of determination about you, right? To set forward and still accomplish your goals, or to still take that chance in love, or to make that lifestyle change that will improve your health. Like you're not just moving on impulse anymore, but you might just feel like a little bit of frustration. I'm not getting that too much because there aren't that many wand cards, but even if that is what you're feeling, it's channeled in a very productive way, right? To where you're not losing sight of yourself, which is kind of what the King of Pentacles can tell you sometimes, upright. Or that's at least the energy that I get from it. Somebody must be here because my dog is going crazy. But yeah, there may be a little bit of indecision on a choice you need to make, but you're not going to rush forward in making this choice. You're going to stand the test of time. It doesn't feel good to wait all the time, especially when you want things so badly, but it works in your best interest at this time to do so. With these swords energies, I'm kind of picking up something. I'm hearing Saturn. That's interesting. Saturn's going retrograde on the 18th of April. So some people might be feeling the weight of their responsibilities with this Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, and the priorities that they have, and how they are prioritizing things in their life. That is going to be a big indicator for some, depending on where Saturn is in your chart, and especially if Saturn is in Capricorn in your natal chart. I know if you are born in between the year of 1988 to 1991, I do know for certain that Capricorn, like that Saturn, is in Capricorn. So yes, you are going to maybe be feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all the things that you have to take care of, all the things that require your emotional attention. Here we go. But with this Justice card, I'm compelled to tell you just to be fair, not only to other people, but to yourself, right? Understanding what you can and cannot do. Everybody has limitations. As much as we try not to box ourselves in, as much as we don't want to feel small, you have to understand that you cannot do everything, right? So you need to look at the things that really matter to you. Don't take on any more. This is what this is. This is what this King of Pentacles is in reverse. And I'm sorry if these cards aren't focused, but don't take on any more than you can chew. Don't take on any more responsibilities before Saturn goes retrograde. Just deal with the things that you currently have, that you are currently working on project-wise. If you work in fitness, and this came up only because I'm working on my own health and fitness, and you're like a trainer, don't take on any more clients than you already have. You need to kind of set those boundaries. You need to be comfortable with the word no. If you feel yourself saying yes to a lot of projects right now, you are going to come to, I don't want to really say regret it later, but you'll be more tired later because you're taking on a lot more than what you can handle. And there's nothing worse than mental exhaustion and physical exhaustion, especially when you have to get tasks completed, especially when people are relying on you. So just take a look at that, because Saturn is all about, I don't want to say compression, but it does not like excess. Saturn and Capricorns do not like excessiveness. So again, upright, that is what this King of Pentacles would mean. It's like, no, find balance with that. Saturn is not about frivolity. It does not like shallowness. It does not like, what is that about? It does not like structures that do not have strong foundations. So a lot of people who may be in government, or you want to play a role in government, you want to start speaking out against the government, against patriarchal systems, kind of looking at the role that paternal figures play in your life, like fathers, for instance. And I've been seeing a lot of that on Twitter. It's kind of coming up and coming out, how people need to take more accountability, especially fathers, and the way that we view men, and the way in which men have kind of gotten around responsibilities that they have to take. And we've kind of been making too many excuses for men. That's what I'm getting at. So that will come out this month. So if you haven't already started feeling the weight of responsibilities and feeling Saturn in your chart, needing to organize things, or get into that point where you're trying to reorganize things, you will start to feel that soon. So that's really the main things that I've been picking up. All in all, just take your time in deciding what you want with this Lover's card, and letting go of what does not serve you. Right, with this Queen of Swords, she's pouring out the excess. She's pouring out some water. She's pouring out what she does not need. So do not hold on to things that you do not need on an emotional standpoint, from a logical standpoint. Just anything that is going to cause you to be overburdened later, just let it go. already this video is long enough. Hopefully I am able to get everything that I have said out for you guys and into this video and uploaded on the tube. So if you see me, hey. But yes, if this resonated with you at this time, do like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more videos. They are coming soon.